everyone, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jessica, and we are the Certified Occupational Therapy Assistants here at Harkla.
And we are here today to share all about the weighted lap pad and the weighted animal and tell you why they are so beneficial, as well as how to use them the most efficiently as possible. Both of these sensory products are very soft to the touch. They are 5 pounds, and when you lay them across the lap, they provide that deep pressure proprioceptive input that is very calming to the nervous system. So let's break it down a little bit. Let's talk about a kiddo or an adult who maybe struggles with sitting down and focusing on certain tasks, whether they're preferred or non-preferred. You know, they get those ants in their pants, and that deep pressure proprioceptive input really helps to regulate their nervous system and improve that attention to those tasks.
Let's talk about a kiddo who struggles with anxiety, maybe a kiddo who doesn't do well with transitions from one environment to the next. Maybe they get anxious when they go to new places that are busy and loud. Using the weighted lap pad or animal can really help them feel calm and secure.
The weighted lap pad and the weighted animal also provide a lot of opportunities for playtime, sleep, nap time, and they're really helpful to take to new environments that maybe provoke a little bit of uncertainty and they just aren't sure where they're at. Maybe transitions, like Jessica mentioned, are challenging. So it's a great opportunity to use those in those new environments.
So the weighted lap pad and weighted animal provide specifically proprioceptive input and tactile input, which combined are deep touch pressure. And this input is very calming to the nervous system. So let's talk a little bit more about proprioceptive input. That is the push and pull on your joints and muscles. So you think about heavy work, but also that deep pressure like massage or using weighted items that are all very calming.
So what's cool about proprioceptive input is that most people are not over-responsive to it, which means they don't have overreactions. So oftentimes kiddos will seek that proprioceptive input by running and jumping and crashing and falling. But what we need to remember is that these tools, like the weighted lap pad and the weighted animal, really help to offer that input that these kiddos seek. You can use it in a variety of ways, like putting it on your lap, like we said, putting it on your legs, on your arms, on your torso, on your back, roll it up and lay next to it, toss it in the air and catch it like a pizza. There are so many fun ways to use these products that just provoke excitement and creativity and fun.
While some children immediately love the weighted lap pad and animal, some kiddos might be more hesitant on how to use it, when to use it, and just using it in general. And these kiddos might struggle with changes in routine. They might struggle with new types of sensory input, some new tactile input that the weighted lap pad and animal provide. So these are the kiddos who might need a couple of extra strategies when introducing these items.
First thing that you want to keep in mind is to always empathize with your child. Now remember that these things are new and different and can be potentially scary to a kiddo, so you have to empathize and recognize why they feel a little bit uncertain about these products.
Talk about the weighted lap pad and animal. Talk about how it feels, how it looks, talk about how heavy it might be, and let your child really just explore and just introduce themselves to these items.
Yeah, you never want to pressure them to use these products, and that includes positive pressure and those reinforcements. You just want them to explore it on their own during play and never force them to use a product that they are hesitant to try.
And then that's another idea, is to incorporate the weighted lap pad and animal into playtime. So when your child is happy and calm, bring out the lap pad or the animal and see if they want to incorporate it with their play items.
You can also demonstrate and model using these products. So while you're sitting at the table and doing some work or eating, don't say anything and just put the lap pad or the weighted animal on your lap and see if they notice. And talk about how you feel. Oh, I feel so calm and so organized and I'm feeling ready to learn. And just see what they say, if they say anything.
Once your child is more comfortable with the lap pad or the animal, then you can start incorporating it into specific activities where they will benefit from it. So you can say, let's use the weighted lap pad for 5 minutes while you're eating dinner and see how you feel, and then talk about it afterwards.
Another strategy, if your child uses visual schedules or sensory diets or an AAC device, then you can add the lap pad or the animal onto their visual schedule so they can see it and they know what's expected.
And then don't stress if your child doesn't want to use it sometimes. Kiddos go back and forth with what they want and what they benefit from. So your child might love using the weighted lap pad or animal one day, and then the next they don't want anything to do with it, and that's okay.
That's similar how adults are anyways.
Oh, for sure.
So give them a break and let them lead the usage of these tools, and you'll see a lot of benefits from it.
Once you've started introducing the lap pad of the animal, you can start introducing it to different parts of the day to help with anxiety, transitions, focus, and just feeling good. So using it at home, you can use it during mealtime, during snack time, use it during specific sit-down tasks, maybe for homework or while reading.
Yep, and you can also take it to school and have the child use it as part of their 504 or their IEP, use it during classwork, during sensory breaks, while they're sitting on the floor, and you also can use it during times that they are a little bit more nervous or anxious. During haircuts is a great time to use this product as well.
Yeah, and during any type of transitional activity as well. So you can easily take this one in the car. It fits really easily, and you can take it on the airplane ride, all of those different places out in the community.
Yeah, it's like a mini weighted blanket.
It is a mini weighted blanket.
Yes. All right, so with any sensory product, the goal is to be able to fade out and transition away from needing to use it as often as you do, because we don't want these kiddos to rely on these tools for just getting through their day for the rest of their life, right?
Yeah, we want it to be a tool to help them feel regulated, but also to help them to learn how to regulate on their own as well.
So the weighted lap pad and the weighted animal are great additions to sensory diets, daily routines, bedtime routines, school. There are so many ways that you can implement this product, both of these products, into your daily routine.
Let's go through 10 activities that you can do with the weighted lap pad or the weighted animal.
First one is to use during mealtime. Now, this is a great way to just have your kiddo sit at the table a little bit longer, get that input that they need to focus, because sometimes kiddos struggle to focus and get through an entire meal.
You can also use the weighted lap pad or animal during schoolwork, homework, at school, whether they're completing these schoolwork assignments at home or at school or sitting on the floor. Wherever they're at, they can use the weighted lap pad or animal to give them a little bit of deep pressure to help them focus.
Yep, like we said, you can take this to school if your child is on the IEP or if they have a 504, and you can build this into their routine at school. Make sure you teach the teacher how to use it. You talk to the occupational therapist at school as well, so everyone is on board. We want the team to understand why we're using these tools and how to use them efficiently.
Another way that you can use the weighted lap pad and the animal is in the car. So this is the perfect addition to long drives. Maybe if your child gets a little bit car sick, using these weighted items during the car rides can be really beneficial.
Another activity we love to do is something called the turtle. So while your child is crawling on their hands and knees, put the lap pad or the weighted animal on their back and have them crawl forwards and backwards and side to side and through an obstacle course without letting it fall off.
Another fun activity that you can do with the lap pad or the animal is to play catch. So this is going to work the muscles a little bit, some good heavy work because they're 5 pounds, but you can have your child practice throwing it up and catching it themselves, or play catch with a partner as well.
Another fun thing is to put the lap pad or the weighted animal on the hard floor like tile or hardwood and have them put their hands on it and push it through a path with their feet while they're walking or running, however fast they can go. Make sure they are turning corners safely, they are dodging the obstacles, and making it through the course as safely as possible.
Another way that you can use the weighted lap pad or animal is as a weight to do some exercises. So if your child wants to do a little workout, you can have them lift it up as shoulder presses, hold it to their chest while they do squats, get a good little workout in with the lap pad or animal.
Another way you can work on some IADLs is by practicing to fold it. So you can fold the lap pad really easily, once across and then once more. And then with the weighted animal, you can take the weight out of the little animal with the Velcro and then practice folding that as well. But it's a simple way to introduce those folding skills.
And then the last activity that we have for you to do with the weighted lap pad or animal are called over-unders and side to side. So you're gonna have your child stand and hold the lap pad, and they're going to pass it to you underneath their legs. So bending over and passing it between their legs. And then you're gonna pass it back to them while they reach up and look up to the sky, and you're gonna pass it back to them over their head. And then the side to side, you're gonna stand back to back, and you're gonna just pass it back and forth, rotating your trunk, your shoulders, and your head to each side to pass it back and forth.
So there you have it, our 10 favorite activities to do with the lap pad and weighted animal. If you come up with some new creative activities, or your kiddo does, make sure that you send those to us on social media at Harkla_family. We would love to see those and share them with our community.
If you want some more ideas, we do have a podcast episode about using weighted items effectively. It's the All Things Sensory podcast by Harkla, and it's episode number 68.
Yes, it's very important to use these products safely. These are both 5 pounds, so you want to make sure that the child weighs enough to be able to use these, and they are safe. They can get out from underneath these products on their own. They don't need any assistance. Got that muscle power to do so. So safety is our number one priority here.
Yeah, absolutely. If your child can't lift up the weighted lap pad or the weighted animal on their own, it might not be the right item for them.
And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can send us an email at support@harkla.co. You can send us a direct message on Instagram and Facebook. You can find us at Harkla_family. All the places. We are here to help you and make these times as beneficial as possible using these products. And today we're going to share all about our weighted lap pad and our weighted lap pad.
That was so damn good.
So good. What else is fun to do with the weighted lap pad?
What else is fun? What else is fun? I don't know. I didn't know where you were going with
I
that
didn't know either.
but you did it.
And just see what they say, if they say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you notice that when I don't know what to say, I'm
start looking at me.
I don't know. Maybe Jessica knows what to do.
You don't really do it very often.